Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is T-Rex, the line of T-Rex. Hope you guys like the other video, the previous video, because this one is a continuation of it. So if you haven't checked the previous one, please do, and then come back to this one. It's going to be about perspective and inking. And with that, let's get started, or continuing, rather. Before I go next, you're probably wondering why have I added some more details into this hair, and that is because before it was really hard to tell whether the hair was black or white, because almost the half of the hair is shadowed and the other one is lightened, so you don't know if it's shadowed white hair or highlighted or highly highlighted black hair. So I added more details, some more strands here and there, so you can actually tell that it's highly highlighted black hair. You get the point, right? Okay. Also, I want to point out here that you see the line of the table or the bench here is way thicker than the character. So I need to adjust that and make it thinner. Luckily, I have done this with vector layer, and that has a interesting feature here. Okay, so I press Y or just go to this tool right here and choose one of your needs here. And in this case, we will go with line width. So we're gonna correct that into thinning it, and just go over this line and bloom, it goes thinner, thinner, thinner. Okay, all right. So of course I need to go over everything else because you want it to be, uniform, right? So I'm gonna make almost everything thinner here and there, just in a way that it makes sense. I'm gonna keep this thicker because it's a corner between the bench and the floor, and it needs to have shadow to be collected here, and that collects shadow. Also, it has light. This is supposed to be a window. If you don't get it. So this is supposed to be the window, and because of that, it has to be thinner because not only it's far away from us, but it also has light coming through. So it goes really thin. All right. These things need to be thin too, especially those parts here. I'm gonna remove some of the shadow from here because if you have noticed that I kind of have too much shadow at this side, and for the fact that we have a window here, then it's supposed to have shadow this side of the character, right? If not, then at least not so much on the character left side. Here I'm drawing the chopsticks, and they're not following the perspective ruler because logically they're not supposed to be following that, right? They're aligned like normal. They have their own way of perspective. So you just turn it off and do each one randomly. And one of the most important things here is that you want to make sure that they match on the two panels. So this panel and the other one, going back and forth, you can actually see that. I'm going back and forth to see each chopstick and its position because there are some readers that are really picky and they will be really distracted with those kind of details. So you might want to just keep them in mind and avoid them being distracted. you're gonna see why I'm doing this. Kind of preparing it for screen tone. So if the screen tone is gonna be here, this is gonna be a transition. Instead of solid conjunction between the ink and screen tone, you have this part that's gradually changing from screen tone to ink. Let's color this part here. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but I have created another layer to put those in there. That's, again, just to have the courage to edit on the drawing that you already have. And then merge it if you want. If you're looking really close at me when I was speed painting in the fast forward part of the video, you would notice that I have created so many panels, so many layers, and then merged them together. Alright, this is it for the video of today, and next video is going to be about screen tone. I don't think it's going to be a long one. It's going to be pretty straightforward, and hope you guys like this one. Leave me comments, response about what you think of it, anything that you want me to focus in particular, questions, all that in the comment section below. And with this, I'd say you guys stay tuned. Here I leave you to choose whether to go to the next or previous video, but on your way there, please make sure you subscribe, check my other accounts, and with that, I'll see you guys on the other side.